Hey y'all! So, every year for the 4th of July, my good friend Dylan puts on a really big fireworks show. And he does this every year, but this time it's kind of different because usually he plans this and builds these contraptions and whatnot, and it usually takes him about a week. This time he has a day, since he just got back from being home from the army. So I'm gonna go help him, and we're gonna try and build these fireworks for the 4th of July. For the 4th of July, my best friend Dylan Lauder puts together a big 4th of July party. And how much do you usually spend on fireworks? $2,000, like.
It's tacky to discuss finances.
Finances are.
No, it's about probably. I mean, if you were to buy this all retail at the tent, it would be like $3,000.
You're rich.
What?
It's the army money.
Oh yeah, that great military pay.
So he has a great show with $3,000 worth of fireworks if you buy a retail. No coupons and nothing. So, as you can tell, got loads and loads and loads of different fireworks. And then Dylan with the AR. But every single one of these is tied together with different kinds of fuses depending on speed. Taped together so it's in a big circuit. It coordinates with different kinds of music, leading to one epic show.
I thought you were gonna say the finale.
Or the finale. And so most of these fireworks are these big mortars here, and as you can tell, there's tons and tons and tons, tons and tons and tons. So just in mortars, there's around just under 200. And mortars are usually the ones that tend to be a lot bigger and more flashy. So the next steps for these boards, and there's one over there behind, to fuse them together, because as you can tell, those over there have been. You need to fuse these together, tape them, that way they're all in order and flow. And then after that, we'll have to liquid nail them in.
Tell them the story about when we didn't liquid nail them.
So we have to liquid nail these down because one time, once upon a time, and actually just again 2 hours ago when we were testing it, the brackets to hold these the brackets to hold these mortars and stuff, they kind of broke. And at this party there's usually around 60 people,
I'd say about 120.
60 to 120, whatever. Some of the fireworks actually fell over and started shooting back at people. Yeah, this was 2 years ago and 2 hours ago. So it started shooting back at people and almost hit some people. I was scared for my life.
Landed like 10 feet away from my little sister.
And then when we tested to see if these fuses work 30 minutes ago, or not 2 hours ago, they actually landed in his neighbor's backyard and kind of scared them to death and about hurt them.
We still put them to shame.
Yeah, they were shooting fireworks and it was a competition, so we blew them away.
Almost literally.
All those next steps, that's for tomorrow on the actual 4th. So, I'll see you then. So, as you can tell, we have put all these boards out, set them all up for the night. So, Dylan, do you want to tell me what's actually going on?
Okay, so basically, I'm going to be lighting this set. It's going to be the opener. So, basically, I'm going to light this. It's going to set all these off really quick. And as soon as that's over, it's going to be about when these start to go off. And these four are all going to go off at once. And then after that, it's going to move into this one, and then it's just one at a time from there.
So we're gonna start off with that one.
Split up because, show them all these. But I have it split up because it's a whole lot easier to carry out here, and it's easier to connecting that board to this board. So, assuming all things go as planned, I won't have to come and light this board. So it's going to ignite itself, and then it's going to rip through these real quick, and then it's going to go into one after the other.
So it's going to go first board, second board, third board.
Yeah, that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. And another reason I wanted to split it up like that is just because in the past, like, if there's a dud or something, then I have to like root through everything and find where it's at and relight it. So this way, if there's a dud, I'll just be able to walk up right next to it, find it real quick, because I'll be looking at where the flame's at on the fuse, so I'll know where it's at all times. So I'll be able to knock it out quick, like if I see it's not lit anymore.
And then the 3 lighters for tonight.
And then
me, him, and his dad.
Where all those spotlights are at, right there, we're gonna have smoke bombs, red, white, and blue. And
you can tell
that's gonna be before the show starts. It's gonna be kind of the warning, like the show's about to start. And then here's, the 4th and 5th ones, and I also have them connected with this quick fuse. So hopefully I won't have to come light it again. But if I do, I mean, it's not the end of the world. So
what is
back here is the 5th.
4th, 5th, and 6th.
We have
6th.
So then these are all going to be, so it's going to one after the other through here, and then once it gets to here, it's going to be pretty chaotic. There's going to be a lot of things shooting off at once, and it's kind of like a fake finale. So like, as soon as that's over, people are probably going to start cheering and like, woo, 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 what a great show. and then a few seconds later, well, we'll be ready at that point with, so that's one of the finale boards on one side of the yard. That's another one on that side of the yard. And Jameson's going to be on one of them, and then I'm going to be on the other. And they're literally identical, so we can just show them. They're identical down to the lengths of the fuse, so everything's going to be lit off at once as long as we actually light it at the same time.
So now we have to come up with a signal.
So yeah, we're going to have to, you can have your phone out here or something and like
just use a light.
Use your flashlight, and then that'll be our sign to light it. But it's going to rip through these quick, and then it's going to have basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those going off at once. On each side, so 12 going off at once. And then it's going to rip into, and it's going to come through. As soon as those are over, this one's probably already going to be started, and it's going to shoot off these 2 at once.
And then head into
and that's on each side too, so it's going to be like basically 4 big ones going off at once. And then this.
Head into the mortars.
And then we've got this timed out to where when that's over, it's going to come through and it's going to shoot all of these mortars at once. And then once I see these actually catch, I'll be at that big rack in the middle with the black tubes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll light that a couple seconds afterwards, because that's the real, like, that's the last thing. And
Dylan knows what he's doing. He's in the army. He's artillery. Or something, whatever he is.
Well, yes, but that has nothing to do with it. But we have it set up red, white, or, well, the description's white, the packaging is. So white and blue on this side. So hopefully what we're going to get at is a red, a white, and a blue up in the air, because it's angled like that. So, and that's the very last thing. So, it's pretty much
America. Yes.
You on my shirt? Yeah. But there you go.
So that's the setup. And then we'll see how they shoot tonight.
2 hours later. Perfect.